another tier list. We haven't done one of these in a very long time, but we are going to be ranking every single Godzilla atomic breath all the way from 1954 to the most recent Godzilla 2024. And we're going to be doing it with our tier list that's right here in front of me. You can see all the kaijus we have at the bottom. Who do you think is going to have the best atomic breath? Let me know in the comments. Now, as far as the video we're using, we're going with Film Corps' evolution of Godzilla's atomic breath. Now, I saw a few people do this on my Explore page, and I felt like I had some varying opinions on, on their tiers. So I wanted to do this, by ourselves and see who's the best, who's the worst. Starting off with the very first Gojira. I mean, you already know. Not a great atomic breath, but it's the first one. So you already know, being the first ever atomic breath, I mean, we got to stick it at S. Where else would you put that? I mean, as far as looks go, it wasn't crazy. But it's the first ever one, so that's where we're putting it. 1955, Godzilla raids again. Not very good. I mean, to be honest, it kind of just looked like a breath, not an atomic breath. So we're going to go ahead and put that. That's going to be our first D. I'm sorry, but not at the same time. Who's next, though? Show me something good, man. I don't think it's going to be an S again just yet, but maybe it's up there. 1962. That's the first time we actually got to see some color. So you know what? Let's add him, since it was the first, bluish color we had. Let's add him at the B, because now we're starting to mix in some white and some blue. Who do we got next, though? We're still in our early years right now. Mothra versus Godzilla, 1964. Yeah, I don't know about that one either. I mean, was it terrible? No. Was it great? No. But at the same time, you know what? I'm sticking it in D, man. I'm sorry. It's just not great for me. I liked the bluish hue that was in it, but it just didn't give me enough. You know what I'm saying? Invasion of Astro Monster. I mean, not great. Oh, hold up. I know we're not counting dances, but that's going to give it a little up. I was going to stick it in D, but since he hit that dance move after the atomic breath, I'm going C. Now, I'm sorry if you don't agree with this. Once again, these are just my opinions. So if you have any other opinions, please let me know them in the comments. I'm only putting him at C instead of D because of that dance move. That's it. Like, if it was a dance competition, my boy would be killing it right now. But it's not. Let's go to the next guy here. Son of Godzilla, 1967. See, that's looking more Godzilla-like. You know what I'm saying? We got some blue to it, and we got Manila here. We're going to mix these two. Okay, Manila kind of has the same one, and it wasn't bad either. So let's go back here and rank them. I mean, for the most part, it was decent, right? We're going to put him at C. But for Mr. Manila here, I'm kind of mixed. Do we go C or D? I mean, it's Manila. The breath can't be crazy. I'm going to go C just because he's adorable. Hey, no more freebies either, bro. I'm starting to get real strict right now. Let's see. Destroy all monsters, 1968. I really like the glow on the dorsal plates. Okay, this is going to be a little bit higher than normal. I mean, it was the glow that did it for me, bro. You can even see it in the picture that we have right here, the glow on the back. I think I'm going to go B with this one. We still don't have an A or an S, really. We have the very first Godzilla. Who's going to be our next S tier? I couldn't imagine it's going to be a Godzilla anytime soon, but I don't know. We'll see. 1973. Ooh, okay, so that one right there was a deep blue, and I like that. So honestly, with this one, I was gonna go A, but I don't think it's A tier yet. I still think it's B and below, so I'm gonna go B tier with that one. Once again, like I said, you are allowed to disagree with me. It's all good, bro. Let me know your tiers in the comments. For this one, 1974, we're gonna mix this one and the next one too, because that one, it's decent. But this one right here, 1975, kind of the same thing, but with a white breath with the blue dorsal plates. Not too bad, not too good. So honestly, with both of those, I'm going to go C tier. Nothing too crazy there. It had a nice beam. It's getting wider, getting brighter, but we're not there yet. I'm also going to start ranking by like strength and stuff like that. Not just looks, you know what I'm saying? We got to rank on strength too. Speaking of strength though, the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, not only does it look decent, but I'm pretty sure that one's like super strong, right? So we're going to rank that one, but give it a second. We're going to go with this next one, too. Godzuki. Okay, really? Let me see this one. Nah, Godzuki's D tier. I'm so sorry, Godzuki. Immediately, we're throwing Godzuki in D tier. I cannot with that atomic breath. But as far as Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, I think I'm going B tier, to be honest. Like I said, we're going with strength, too. And that one's pretty strong. At least from what I know about that Godzilla. I mean, it's not a ton, but I know a little bit about him. The Return of Godzilla, 1984. And to be honest, I mean, it kind of just looks like a pencil. Like a blue pencil coming out of there. Hold up. What's the next one? I'm going to remember that because that's probably going to be... That's probably D tier. Probably D tier for me. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, Godzilla versus Biollante. Isn't this basically Heisei Godzilla? Oh, it looks a lot like Heisei if it's not Heisei, but that one, we're gonna go ahead and rank it. Because immediately we have our first A tier there, and we're gonna go ahead and stick the pencil-looking one in D tier. I just didn't like that. The Heisei Era, that one is absolutely beautiful. I don't actually know if that's the Era. I just know he looks a lot like Heisei. Let me know, is Godzilla versus Biollante technically Heisei Era, or how does that work? I think if it's not, they just use the same model. Like right here, that's Heisei, right? Yeah. Godzilla Heisei 1991 to 95. And I mean, bro, God, I don't know where to rank that one. It's either A or B, bro. I don't think it's better than the previous Godzilla right there. Let me think about that one. Little Godzilla, 1994. He tried, bro. Okay, let's rank him. I mean, to be honest, let's go ahead and rank my man right here, Heisei Godzilla. It's Heisei, you know what I'm saying? We're going B, not quite good enough to be A. I mean, look at A's breath up there. That thing looks insane. I don't think it's quite good enough. Now, if you were to change into Burning Godzilla, that's a different story. But now let's go ahead and rank my boy. He tried, man, you know, but I gotta put him in D tier because there was no atomic breath there. Shout out to Little G, though, bro. He tried, man. He's here, okay? He showed up. He did his thing. Godzilla Jr., 1995. Ooh, see, I love the breaths that are like big like that. I absolutely love that. What about the next one? Hold up. I'll remember that because I know where it's going. This is exactly what I was talking about. Burning Godzilla. Now check this out. Oh, like, come on now. How is that not S tier? I mean, you immediately, I'm just going to go ahead and stick this in S tier. Burning Godzilla, one of the most beautiful atomic breaths to me. You know what I'm saying? I think it looks so good. And then for the one we saw before him, I'm going to go ahead and stick him in A tier because I love the thickness of the breath and the, you know, the bright blue. I absolutely love that. But as far as a favorite right now, Burning Godzilla is taking the cake for me at the moment. I mean, man, that is so nice. Burning Godzilla is crazy. Uh-oh, we got our first Zilla look here. There should be multiple Zillas in this, right? Godzilla 1990. I don't know why I just asked that question. I took screenshots of all the atomic breaths, so clearly I know this. And I mean, we're gonna rank the Zillas after we see all of them. That one, it was just like a little fire spurt. Wasn't crazy, so I'm gonna go D tier on that, I'm not gonna lie. But the next Zilla here, shouldn't this be Zilla Jr., I think? I think it is, yeah. Oh, Godzilla the series, 98 to 2000. Now the green, I do like the way that looks, I'm not gonna lie. That one looks kind of sick. We got one more. Yep, one more Zilla. I think I already know how these are going, at least the first two. This one here, though, we got a mechanical version. What was this one from? Cyber Godzilla, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and rank them. For me personally, I'm going to go this Zilla. I'm going to go D tier. You know, it wasn't good enough for me. It looks nice, but at the same time, it wasn't good enough. For the green Zilla Jr. Atomic Breath, that one's kind of iconic. I just love the way it looks, too. I'm going B tier with that one. And then for the mechanical one, it's kind of a mixture of both, you know, with the hues and with the size of it and all. I'm going C tier. Not too good, not too bad. I'm going to be a little bit biased. That's what I was going to say. Biased to some of these more recent ones like Millennium, bro. That looks so sick to me, man. We're going to remember that, but we're going to go to the next one, too. Oh, here we go. GMK. This is I think this is the most evil Godzilla. You can let me know if you think something different, but this one right here, he is the most evil Godzilla in my opinion, but the breath, you know, wasn't too good, wasn't too bad. But for my boy Millennium, he's going A tier. But for the most evil Godzilla ever, in my opinion, I don't think his atomic breath is like super crazy. I just know he is really strong and he's, you know, he's super evil. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going D tier. That just doesn't do it for me. Now, if we were going looks or something like that, I love the way he looks. You know, it's basically a zombie Godzilla. I love the look of him, but the atomic breath, it's not for me. Like I said, everybody can have different opinions, so don't get on me. Just let me know your opinion. The 2002 Godzilla. Godzilla against Mecha G. Oh, okay, see, that's nice right there. I love the effects going on around the breath. I'm going ahead and ranking that right now. I mean, immediately, right when I saw that one, he's going in A tier. I love all that happened with the atomic breath around it, and I just love that color. You can't just have the color, though, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have stuff going on with it. Or it has to be super strong. Like one, that's gonna be an honorable mention a little bit later. Not gonna be in this video, but You might already know who I'm talking about. My favorite atomic breath ever, by the way. All right, here we go. Who do we got here? This is Final Wars, right? Godzilla Final Wars 2004. I don't think his was too crazy, right? I mean, at the same time, though. But he has two versions. He's got the light blue and then the other one, right? Like an orange. Yeah, here we go. So just because he's got this one too, and it looks like that dude, we're ranking him right now. But I'm kind of worried about where to put him. Do I go A tier or do I go B tier? Just because I don't want to flood A? No, you know what? He's going A tier. I don't even care. See, my problem is I love Godzilla. So, like, I'm very biased with all this. I don't want to put any of the, especially any of the 2000s plus, into like a D tier, a C tier below. I don't want to do that. We got Manila here. Let's see his breath. Okay, that actually surprised me a little more. He's gonna go one above where the last Manila was, but where? Oh, here we go. Is this 2014? Honestly, y'all might be surprised where I put 2014. Because to be real with you, I wasn't big on his atomic breath. Like, if we check it out, it kind of looks floppy to me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a big fan of that one. Let's go ahead and rank. It's just, to me, it was a little too, like, not doing enough. And honestly, 2014, he's going to go in the C tier. I can't put him in D tier because, like I said, I'm a little biased. And for Manila, honestly, I liked his better than Godzilla 2014. He's going into B tier. That might sound crazy, bro, but I just didn't like 2014's too much. Like I said, though, just my opinions, all right? Just my opinions here. Godzilla 2014. So who's next? Shin Godzilla. We're gonna watch two at a time now. I want to see the full animation of it, because they start getting crazy. I mean, I already know where I'm putting Shin Godzilla. You should too, because this is one of the best atomic breaths in my opinion. You know, going from the smoke to the fire to the pink beam, like, come on. And one of the best atomic breath scenes in any movie ever. I would actually put it at number 2, behind one we're not gonna see, but you can probably, you know, you can guess who I'm talking about right now, especially if you've seen the movie recently. And the back beams, bro, like, how can you forget about that? Okay, Shin Godzilla, we know where he's going. I'm gonna say S tier. I'm sorry. If you don't agree, it is what it is. Godzilla Phileas, I don't think his is very good, right? It's just like a, yeah. It's okay. I like the lightning on the back. Not the worst in the world. We're gonna watch this next one too, just because. Godzilla Earth. I thought his is like the same as Godzilla Phileas, though. The look, at least. Isn't it still like the line or whatever? We got the lightning on the back. It's just wind? Okay, nah, I'm getting a little disrespectful. Okay, to be honest, the tail whip kind of did it for me a little bit, but I'm still being kind of disrespectful to Godzilla Earth. He's going in D tier, and I think Godzilla Phileas, he's probably, you know what, he's going in D tier too. I just didn't like what they had to offer. But like I said a little bit earlier, you already know who's going in S tier. That'd be my boy Shin Godzilla. I absolutely love that one. We only have 3 in S tier right now. You don't want to flood S tier though. You know, you want to save it for the best of the absolute best. So A tier, it can be a little bit more flooded. We've got Godzilla 2019. This is when it got a little bit better though. I didn't like 2014's. This one's still a little floppy, but it filled out more, you know what I'm saying? As far as like the breath, you know, it added more fire to the breath. And then you got Thermo, like, Thermo doesn't have an atomic breath though, does he? Technically, he just has that pulse. That one's tough, bro. I liked it. I do like it though. Let me think. Let me sit for a little bit. Hold up. Let me think. Wait, who is this? Snow Godzilla 2019. I don't even remember what this one looks like. Oh, bro. Okay, let me rank, because of that was a beautiful atomic breath. I think Godzilla 2019, he's going to go in B tier for me, but Snow Godzilla, I have almost a really hard time not putting him in S tier, but I don't know enough about him. And that's like the first time I've seen that snow breath. So he's going in A tier for me. You know, I don't know how powerful it is. It looks powerful, but I just don't know enough about Snow Godzilla. So he'll go in A tier. That's a good tier for him, though. The breath was beautiful. Oh my, here we go. This one right here, Godzilla Ultima. He's gonna have to go in S tier for me. I know his eyes are looking a little bit goofy right now, but we're not focused on his eyes, man. We're focused on what's happening right here. The Ultima Spiritus, this thing right here, if it wasn't just in an anime, if it was actually like in a movie like Godzilla -1, this would be absolutely insane. Still going S tier for me, though. I mean, just look at it, dude. One of the best ever, and it's not even close. Going in S tier for me, so we'll go to the next one. And how long it lasts, dude. The Ultimate Spiritus lasts so long. Especially in Kaiju Universe, it can get kind of annoying. If you know, you know. All right, Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. This one, I liked it better than 2019, I can say that. They keep evolving with it. The Hollow Earth Beam, Hollow Earth Quarry, whatever. And obviously that one's super powerful. It went all the way to Hollow Earth. So how could it not be powerful? Let's go ahead and rank. We gotta go Ultima S tier, and it's honestly, like I said, not even close. And we gotta put my boy Godzilla 2021 in A tier. Now, as you can see at the bottom, we still have two more, but they're not in this video now. We have Godzilla -1 and 2024 Godzilla that we haven't seen. We've only seen one atomic breath from him. So honestly, I gotta stick him in B tier. I like the pink atomic breath, but we haven't seen enough. I think it's gonna be strong though. You know, it's an evolved form. By the way, my face cam just died, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and put Godzilla -1. You already know where we're putting him, bro. S tier, because he gotta have the best atomic breath of all time. So this is our finished list right here. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and let me know if you guys had any other opinions on it. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching with me. I love ya. Goodbye.